F423. State is present, represented by Mr. Sprouse. Mr. Harper is here representing Ms. Chinchar. Ms. Chinchar is present. Ms. Chinchar, did you get enough time to talk to your attorney? I don't want to rush you. We have all afternoon. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make sure you get what you need there. Okay. Mr. Harper, are you ready for me to do the inquiry?
Yes, Judge. She's electing not to testify at this time, but yes, you can do that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, Ms. Chinchar, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Will you state your name for me?
Brittany Chinchar?
Thank you. Have you had any medicine, drugs, or alcohol in the last 24 hours?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that you have the right to testify?
Yes, ma'am.
You also have the right not to testify. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you do testify, your attorney will ask you questions, then the state will have the right to ask you questions if he wishes, then your attorney may, if he wants, ask any final questions, just like you've seen in all the other witnesses today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that if you have a prior record, the state may ask you if you have any convictions for felonies or misdemeanor crimes of dishonesty and how many you have, but they are not allowed to go into the details or facts of those cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Has anyone forced you or threatened you in order to get you to testify or to keep you from testifying?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone made any has anyone made any promises to you or promised you anything in order to get you to testify or to keep you from testifying?
No, ma'am.
Have you talked to your attorney about your decision to testify or not? I don't want to know what you guys talked about. I just need to know if you've had that conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Do you understand that this is your decision? Your attorney is here to give you advice, but ultimately, this is your life, your case, and your decision.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any final questions for your attorney about your decision?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you had enough time to talk to your attorney about this decision?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the services of your attorney?
Yes.
You got a smile on your
Yes,
face.
ma'am.
Okay.
I am.
All right, I do find that Ms. Chinchar is alert and intelligent, that she does understand her options, and she is able to make this decision freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. All right, and do you want to testify today, Ms. Chinchar?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So here is the plan. What we're going to do is I will turn to Mr. Harper and ask him who his first witness is. Are you still planning on calling your witness?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Before you rest, Mr. Harper, if you would approach the bench, and then I'm going to give you a minute to step back before you rest and just triple check with Ms. Chinchar in case something changes while you're listening to your witness testify and you want to testify. Okay? And Ms. Chinchar, I want you to be proactive. So if we forget that step, will you please raise your hand to let me know you want to testify?
Yes, ma'am.
No pressure. I just want you to know you have that option if you should change your mind. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
And
you.
Judge, just for clarification, you're wanting me to approach her with my client?
No. So what'll happen is, I just like to give her one last opportunity before you rest. So what'll happen is you'll ask to approach. The two of you will come up to the bench. State and I will stay up here. We will not talk. And that'll give you a minute to just go back and triple check, and you can let me know you're
Yes,
going to rest or she's going to testify. I just always like to I want people to know that if they change their mind, there is a mechanism in place to letting us know.
Understood.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then, State, you ready for the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Harper, do you want to get the microphone back to the back of the table? I like that you guys do that. I usually mute the tables, but I forgot to do that at the beginning of the day. But I have not been able to hear anything that you guys are saying. Those microphones are so far away from you. Are you ready for the jury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's bring in the jury. Did you move the spray can?
What?
Oh. I don't know, I was told there was a spray can. Oh, that must be what it is. Oh, look at all these names. Wow, we don't have those. That's fancy. It's like you see on TV. 7. Thank you. Please be seated. Oh, I think one of the notepads fell right as you guys were walking out the door. There you go. All right. Everybody have a good lunch? Okay. So here's what tends to happen after lunch. You're sitting, you're listening, you're paying wonderful attention, and then all of a sudden you start to get sleepy. If you need to stand and stretch, please feel free to do so. I've been watching you today. You've been so attentive. I've not had any concerns, but I just wanted to make sure you knew you could always stand and stretch, right? So, and if you need a break, just let me know. Okay? All right. Well, we're going to move on to Mr. Harper, your first witness.
Yes, Judge, I'd like to call Jonathan Campbell, please.
All right.
I might need to retrieve these.
We got this. Oh, you're going to come all the way up to the witness stand.
Please stand right, raise your right hand, face the clerk.
She's going to swear you in.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Please have a seat, speak clearly to the mic.
All right.
Sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Jonathan Neal, Campbell Jr.,
And you are currently a resident of Okaloosa County, is that correct?
Walton County.
Okay, you live in Walton County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You recall the incident that occurred in February 17th of 2024, where a vehicle you're driving was pulled over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you kind of tell me what had happened earlier the day? What was
Objection
it?
narrative.
You want to narrow it just a smidge?
Sure. Why don't you tell me how you came into contact with Ms. Chinchar?
Are you referring to the day of the,
Of that incident, yes.
well, at the beginning of the day, we had, I was in the process of moving, and I had dropped her off so she could get some of her things together. She was moving as well. We had some of her friends in the vehicle with me, or with us. And I dropped all of them off, and I don't know, maybe midday, I guess, or in the afternoon, but later that night, I had picked her back up, and she had informed me that.
Objection, hearsay.
Sustain.
Why don't you talk about, instead of saying what she told you, just talk about your interaction with her?
That was it. I mean,
Okay.
we were
You-
just
you
in
were
the
giving
process of
people-
moving.
You were giving multiple people rides that day, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To include Ms. Chinchar, to include numerous other people,
Yes.
some of whom were female, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you picked up Ms. Chinchar before law enforcement came involved, or became involved, before you picked up that particular charge or that police interaction, did you see how many bags Ms. Chinchar approached your vehicle with?
It was several, 4 or
Okay.
5 maybe.
All right. To the best of your recollection, did she walk up to the car, to your truck and where did she put the bags? Do you recall?
She put them in the bed of my truck.
Okay. And then she got into the passenger side of your vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At the time that you picked up Ms. Chinchar, were there already bags inside your vehicle? Would it be fair to say that you didn't really pay attention to any of this because you're going back and forth, picking up bags and moving throughout the day? It wasn't a particular memory for you?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have any recollection of Ms. Chinchar entering into the passenger side of the vehicle with a bag?
I wasn't paying attention, no.
But you do recall her putting bags in the back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all the questions I have.
Okay, Cross?
Briefly. Do you remember speaking with Deputy Zellers that evening?
I'm not exactly sure which one he is. I spoke with several deputies.
Do you remember speaking with a deputy with a mustache? They all have mustaches.
Sure, yes, sir.
You were interviewed by one of the deputies, correct?
Several, yes, yes,
Okay.
sir.
And do you remember what they interviewed you about?
No, not exactly. No,
Okay.
sir. I mean, I can guess, but I can't say specifics.
Did they ask you where you came from?
Probably. I'm sure they always do.
Did you answer them where you were coming
Of
from?
course, yes, sir.
What did you say?
I've told them wherever we just came from. I know that we just went to the Chevron gas station.
Y'all went to the Chevron?
Yes, sir.
How much in time? How long was it from where you left the Chevron to when you got pulled over?
Very short distance, half a mile.
Okay. So Miss Chinchar was with you at the Chevron?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you known Miss Chinchar?
Couple of years.
Do you recall speaking to Deputy Zellers on how long you knew Miss Chinchar?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you tell Deputy Zellers that Miss Chinchar brought a book bag into the truck?
Can you repeat that?
Did you tell Deputy Zellers that you saw Miss Chinchar bring a book bag into the truck?
I told the deputy that she brought several bags with her when she got there.
Objection, non-responsive. Did you bring a book bag yesterday?
You want to approach? Sure.
My passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crescent Coney Islands.
Are you saying that you did not tell Deputy Zellers that she brought a book bag? Is that what your testimony is today?
She brought several bags. I don't know the difference in a book bag and bags that she brought. She was in the process of moving too, so
So she would be bringing necessary items with her?
she had 4 or 5 bags at least that she put into my truck.
Okay. Are you and Miss Chinchar dating?
No, sir.
Have y'all ever dated?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does Miss Chinchar have any tattoos?
Yes, sir.
Does she have a tattoo on her hand, on her right hand?
Yes, sir.
What does it say?
John, that's not in reference to me, that's to her father.
Okay. May we approach?
Yes.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll.
Fight fire with fire, take one.
Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working.
Whoa! Not cool, bro.
I'm Attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
Do you live with Miss Chinchar?
No, sir.
Where do you live at?
In Defendant Springs.
Okay. And Miss Chinchar doesn't live in Defuniak with you?
No, sir.
Has she ever?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no further questions.
Redirect?
Judge, now I understand that this happened over a year ago. So it's been a minute. And before this happened, I'm sure that you weren't ever tracking anyone with their bags. But do you have, if you think about it strongly and clearly, do you remember Ms. Chinchar entering the passenger seat with a bag? Book bag, plastic bag, any bag?
No, sir.
Okay. She was sitting right next to you. You don't have any memory of that?
No, sir.
Okay. While you were being detained, after law enforcement had came, got you all out of the vehicle, when there are some issues pertaining to tampons, do you remember that? That Ms. Chinchar needed a tampon, do you remember that?
I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember when law enforcement retrieved a bag from the back of the truck? Do you remember that? If you don't, you don't. It's okay.
No, I can't say that I do. I mean,
Okay. All right. All right, I have no further questions.
All right, may this witness be released or does it need to remain?
You can be released.
Do you have any objection?
No, Your Honor.
You are free to go. May I have the attorney's approach?
We're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Your
Next
Honor,
witness.
Your Honor, at this time, the defense would rest.
Thank you. Rebuttal?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would call Deputy Trent Zellers. And I will get him.
Okay. Corporal, if you just have a seat. You've been previously sworn, and just restate your name for our record.
Trent Zellers.
Madam Clerk, are we on 11?
Yes.
May I approach the witness?
Yes.
All right, Deputy Zellers, do you recognize us?
So another CD disc we reviewed.
Okay. And how do you know we reviewed it?
It's signed and dated by my initials.
Okay. And is this a fair and accurate depiction of the events that occurred that evening?
It is.
Permission to introduce States 11.
What is it for the record?
It is an interview
Is it body cam?
It is body cam.
Okay.
Interview,
I was just,
Mr. Campbell.
okay. Any objection to States 11?
No, you're
All right, States 11 is a day. Let me give you control.
When you pick her up? I don't know, where'd you pick her up? It's off Main Street at, is it, what they use? Yeah. That house? Yeah, that house. Okay, you're going that way. If you're going. Back south. Okay. Turn into the it's back there, turn right, and then
Please bear.
left, first right, down the end, straight ahead, cul-de-sac. Okay. You know where it is? Who's she there with? I didn't know any people there. Okay. And when she came, did she bring anything in the vehicle with? Sure. Back here, you know, they didn't pay attention. Probably a good idea. So what did she bring to? I don't know, she just had a bag. So. Or a plastic bag? She had some plastic bags, yeah, had some clothes in it. Okay, did she have a good bag? Okay, well, good. Okay, might be striped though. What kind of dress shoes? I have no idea. No idea, okay. Do you have any idea shoes? Okay. How long you with? Less than a month. Yeah.
Can you summarize what we just saw? Because sometimes it's hard to hear over the cars, the other traffic.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where they were coming from, when they were coming from. He described without knowing how familiar you guys are with Destin, he basically described a little back portion of the area where it dead ends into a cul-de-sac, saying that's where he picked her up from, and that she brought in some plastic bags. And then I asked him if she had a book bag, and he said yes. I asked him to describe it, and he mentioned maybe it was stripe colored.
He wasn't sure though.
Right.
Did he say how long he's known Miss Chinchar?
Less than a month.
Okay, less than a month. From February 16th, 2024.
Right, yeah, sorry.
Okay. I have no other questions.
Cross-exam?
Briefly, Judge. Corporal. Based on the video that we saw, it did not appear that he really remembered much about what type of bag, if any, she brought, other than the fact that she brought bags. Is that fair to say?
Yes. He seemed confident when I asked him if he brought a book bag.
Right. At the very beginning, you asked him about, have you brought bags? And he's like, he even joked, and I believe you laughed in response that, you know, hey, I wasn't paying attention to that. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any further questions.
Redirect?
No redirect. This witness may be excused by the state.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
Any other witnesses for the state?
One more, Your Honor. I'm going to call Deputy Reinhardt again.
I'll remind you, you're still under oath. Please make yourself comfortable and restate your name for the record.
Deputy Gerald Cole Reinhardt.
May I approach the witness?
Yes.
Deputy Reinhardt, do you know what this is?
Yes.
What is it?
That's my body camera footage.
And how do you know?
My initials and the date.
And is this a fair and accurate depiction of the events that occurred that evening?
Yes.
Yeah.
May I have the attorney's approach?
Permission to enter states 12 and
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
States 12 is admitted.
and permission to publish.
You may. Let me give you control.
Something or something? Next something?
No, it's way.
Do you know this?
It's hard to hear, of course, as we've noticed today. What conversation was that?
I was asking them who the bag belonged to.
And did you get a response from Ms. Chinchar?
She said somebody named Whitney.
Last name?
I couldn't tell. I believe she said something or Thumpkin. I couldn't really make out what she said, but it wasn't a discernible name.
Okay, did Mr. Cantwell know whose bag it was?
No.
I have no further questions.
Cross?
No cross, Judge.
May this witness be released?
Yes.
Any objection?
No objection, sir.
That's okay. You are free to go. State's next witness.
State rest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, both the state and the defense have now rested their case, which means we are left with closing arguments and final instructions, and then we'll turn it over to you to begin your deliberations. Your jury instructions are 95% done. We cannot finalize them until both parties have rested. So we are going to take a few minutes to finalize them right now. It usually takes about 30 minutes, just being honest. We will move as fast as we can, but I don't think it's fair to send you back and say, see you in just a few, when the reality is it usually takes about 30 minutes. And there's no way to do them any faster than the way we've got them. Like I said, they're 95% done. So if I can get you back earlier, I promise to do it. Otherwise, please make yourselves comfortable in the jury room. Please leave your notepads and pens here in the courtroom. Please don't discuss the case. And I assure you, we are going to work nonstop to get you back in here faster than slower. Okay? Thank you for your patience.
Please stand for the jury.
Thank you. Please make yourselves comfortable.
May I approach Madam Clerk with
Yes.
state vote?
Okay, any motions? All right, charge conference. Find the instructions. So someone prepared the first draft. Was that you, Mr. Sprouse?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you must have sent them to Judge Clark.
I did.
And then she forwarded them to me. I put them up on the screen and put the Supreme Court website up next to me and just look at them next side by side. That's how I go through them. And I make some tiny edits. I like to highlight things so they're easy to see what's could come out, should stay in. I added a couple of things, not knowing whether they were going to be issues, but it's faster to take things out than it is to put them in. So that's why I do that. So we'll just go through them one at a time, and I'm going to start, I'll ask each of you individually, and I'm always asking any corrections, objections, or change, additions. Corrections, objections, additions. I'm a little rusty, sorry. I got transferred to family law in January, so I came out of criminal, so thank you for letting me be here today. Okay, I just put the style of the case at the top. I hope that's okay. It kind of keeps it clean for the jury. That's how we do it in Escandia. Jury instructions, I also take the numbers off because they don't really, it's just for keeping it as clean as possible. But I appreciate that they were in there to begin with so that I could pull them up quick and fast. All right, introduction to final instruction. Any objection, correction, addition, stated? Oh, you know what? Do you want me to put them up on the screen so we can make the edits and then I can email them to you to print them?
I think that would be prudent.
So, you'll get to see my typing skills in person. I wonder if I'm Judge's laptop or Judge's PC. Am I PC? I'm PC? Oh, Florida Supreme Court ones, okay.